Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Okay, so I was in Tesco's and there was a man, he approached me, we started talking, he eventually asked my number, we exchanged numbers, and then we start communicating, texting, calling a lot. A few weeks go by, and eventually I get a message on my Facebook. This message was from a woman who was claiming to be this man's wife. Now, this man told me obviously he was completely single, that he just moved to the area, rah, rah, rah. Obviously, I find out he is actually married, recently married, and that the lady has recently got married to this gentleman, moved him into her house.
Cool story. I guess now it's up to me to tell you why the story is not real. Well, first of all, she kept addressing that guy as a gentleman, and second of all, apparently they exchanged phone numbers, but somehow his wife found out her Facebook account. She found this lady's text messages in her husband's phone, and instead of using her phone number to text her, she went through all that trouble to search for her Facebook and send her a message there. What cool story though. Now listen to this. White woman gives birth to a black baby and accuses her husband of sleeping with a black girl. Now this is a way more interesting story.
Can someone tell me why it's so hard to get over a mid-man? The only thing that this man has going for him is that he was tall. His hair is thinning. Rationally, I know I can do better. I literally know it. I'll write in my journal, like, please move on, let this man go, because you know that there's better out there, / it's better to be alone than be with somebody who makes you anxious and unhappy. Which is where I am right now, because I'd rather be alone, because I'm not actively dating, because I'm not ready. And then 2 minutes later, I'll be crying because I'll have some stupid memory of some mid thing that he did, like, as if it was so romantic. Like, bitch, you deserve that ×5.
Yes, absolutely. For no other reason except you exist. I said that yesterday. Oh no, mid man. Oh no, mid effort. Oh no, I deserve stuff. Oh no, I can do so much better. In reality, you can't. Now listen to this. Florida mom says her baby is black because her husband eats too much chocolate. And since we're talking about deserve, her husband probably deserves it. Look how happy he is.
Energy is so much more important than looks. Like, listen, I've been dating this guy for 3 years, and I think he was sucking out my energy so much that in 3 years living in London, only probably 3 people came up to me on the street. But as soon as we broke up, I fixed my energy, I fixed my relationship with myself, and I started to project real, true happiness into the universe. I have like 5 people coming up to me every single day, men and women, on the street just to tell me that I'm gorgeous. And it melts my heart every time. But the situation that opened my eyes so much is
You woke up in the morning and realized it was just a dream. 5 people don't come to you on the streets every single day to tell you how gorgeous you are. But speaking of sucking in a relationship and who's doing it more often, listen to this. Heartwarming moments of a soldier who came home after 3 years and found out he's going to be a father. Energy, was it? Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
Men can't believe that women are single by choice because men aren't single by choice. They may be finding women to go on dates with, but nothing's sticking.
Highly do not recommend going back and watching this video because this woman is not okay. Can women choose to be single? Absolutely. If my man and I don't work out, there is no way on God's green earth, not a snow's chance in hell, that I am going to go back out into the dating world and try all this again. I'll tell you now, if anyone can choose to be single, it is the male race because they can go out and do all the things that they love and all of the things that they're good at and make money at doing almost any of them and not hear this all the time. I can guarantee you that if me and my man don't work out, he will choose to be single. He will also not go back out into the dating world. And this is where women are getting it twisted. A man does not need a woman. He can have everything he wants in life without a woman. He wants a woman who will add value to his life, whatever that looks like for him. Women keep asking, where are all the good men? Well, they're either taken because they found a woman who actually adds value to their life, or two, they're choosing to stay single because it's safer that way.
She's absolutely right. Also, you never hear men saying men can stay single because women can't. If they choose to stay single, they're just saying, I choose to stay single. Men are also not the ones who rely on medications to experience happiness.
Look, I'm gonna say this and then we can all move on. Never have I ever,
Develop some common sense, but go on.
in the history of ever, have I been like, oh, you know what would hit right now? A man's opinion. I've never done that. I've never been like, oh, let me go ask this guy what he thinks about my outfit. When I need advice, when I do my hair and I look cute, when I feel like I need motivation, when I put on makeup and I feel like a baddie, when I'm crying, when I'm sad, happy, depressed, anxious, when I'm cheerful, when I'm joyous, not one time has it ever crossed my mind
To ask your mom if you should chew your food and speak at the same time, not to mention doing it in front of a camera.
Breaking news! According to Forbes and the U.S. Census Bureau, women over the age of 16 make 82 cents for every dollar earned by men in 2022.
Oh no, some 16-year-old is not making the same amount of money as a 40-year-old. That must be because of the wage gap. But since we're modifying some data to fit some narrative, let's hear one more.
A group of girls and a group of boys in separate houses without adult supervision.
Okay, come here. Let me tell you something. Come here. I work in aerospace. I've never once met a female engineer who wasn't extremely competent at her job. Not once. I am not exaggerating when I tell you that every female engineer I've ever met in my entire life was extremely good at her job. Not only that, I don't think I've ever met a female engineer who wasn't both extremely good at her job and also had really advanced soft skills to back it up. I've never met a female engineer who...
We got the point already. You met more than one female engineer and they were extremely good at their job. I'm sure they were because they went into a field that they were more passionate about. It makes sense and no one is arguing the point that women are not good at what they do. But that was not the argument, was it? The original argument was if you leave a bunch of kids with no adult supervision into two separate homes, boys in one home and girls in one home, girls will start playing with dolls and boys will start playing with trucks, cars, rockets before they destroy the home. What's really a shame here is you work in aerospace and you could use your platform to draw more girls into STEM fields. But instead, women, yay, men, not that much.
It's really hard for men nowadays. With social media being the way it is, women are like, men are so toxic. Their masculinity is toxic, yet they don't want an immasculine guy. Men can never win in the eyes of females. They're like, oh, I want a guy that is 6 foot, makes $1 million a year, yada yada yada.
And that's okay, cats are always the second best option. Now listen to this and I will translate for you. The steps of tears as Zara. Now, judging by the happiness you see on those men's faces, I'll let you be the judge if they won with women or not.
Here's a little piece of advice. If he says he wants peace, it's just because he either wants one of two things. Number one, he either wants you to not question him for anything that he does, or number two, he's not at peace with himself, therefore he will never give you peace.
Yeah, how amazing was that? But since she's an expert on men, I am also an expert on women. There are two types of wives. One is a nurturer, she's caring, she's loving, she's loyal, she's there for you at your lowest. And the second type is the one you end up marrying.
Let me tell you something. Men who don't fancy me are either blind or are they gay.
That sounds more tempting by the minute, but unfortunately, I am who I am.
I'm going to be productive today. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get shit done. It's pouring rain. F this. I'm getting drunk.
It's all about setting your priorities straight. It's not raining here, but give me an hour, I'll be right with you. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and I will see you in the next one.